Hi all, Henrik here. Welcome to my new Star Trek Picard shirt. I wore it in part because I wanted to do sort of an update to my opinion on what I want to see in a new Star Trek movie. So, here we go. This is in no particular order. This is sort of what I want, sort of what I expect, sort of, you know, eh. Um, Number one, well, these are in no order, so don't really worry about it. Um, Number one, if it's going to be a Kelvin verse kind of movie, um, I would like to see Lieutenant Eric's and um, Lieutenant Moress in it. I don't know if Paramount Plus has the license for them, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. And Lieutenant Eric's, in a way, would be really nice because we all know what happened to um, Anton Yelchin. So putting Chekhov in there would be kind of problematic since Anton Yelchin is dead. Um, so it would be sort of like, you know, we could say that he went to the Reliant and um, Lieutenant Eric's is his at least temporary replacement. And because JJ likes to play with aliens, there should not be a problem with that. Um, and also, maybe not completely get rid of Lieutenant Uhura because she is a really good action character. Um, but have Morez come in as a junior officer. And I don't know who we would have as the voice, but um, they should have the budget for either really good CGI or really good makeup. So, and like I said, JJ has no problem with aliens. And so that should not be a problem. Another thing that I would like to see, number two, is more involvement with the Klingons. You kind of expected that from me, I guess, because I am a Klingon role player. So, Klingons have been kind of given a little bit of the short end of the stick as far as Star Trek Kelvin has been concerned. Um, in the first one, they were just in the Kobayashi Maru. They were in an outtake, but that got cut out of the movie. But I think that the outtake was pretty good. They should have left it in. But they were just they were not seen in the theatrical version. Okay, um, it would have been nice to see them. And in the other one, in the second one, they were kind of weak. All we saw was a couple of Klingons and one with a speaking part, and all he said was to take John Harrison or take Khan. Just take him, and that's it. Um, so it would be really interesting to either see a direct challenge or a team up with the Enterprise crew, and maybe even see a version of um, one or more of the big three Klingons, Kor, Kang, and Koloth. So that would be interesting. I don't know if they have the rights, but it's an interesting thing to think about and look at. All right. Another one that I thought about was, um, and this is going to be a little bit weird, but maybe make it an animated movie, since people like animation now, and um, Lower Decks is a definite thing, and it's kind of a hit with some of the younger set. So if we had more of a serious, I don't want to say anime style, but kind of rotoscoped maybe, that would be good, and it would make the alien characters blend in a little bit more. Um, so yes, and let's see, if it's not a JJ Verse movie, if it's not a Kelvin movie, um, there's a few ideas that I had. One would be an adaptation of The Final Reflection, which of course would be problematic because that is a very long book, and John M. Ford died, so the rights might be a little bit hard to get a hold of. They would have to do a deal with Pocket Books, but I think that um, the characters are really good, the story is really good, and of course, a lot of Klingon fandom these days is based on what happened in that book. Um, and by the way, that is Brody. That is my roommate's dog, and he will be interjecting throughout. But that's okay. You can't stop him. He's he's a barcoleptic. So let's see what else. This one would not be a movie, but it might be a mini series. I really like Star Trek Vanguard. And again, there would be issues with Pocket Books and issues with the writers, but the story itself is too long and too complex to make into a single movie. So if they made it into like an 8 or 10 part miniseries, kind of like they did with the original Star Trek Picard, the first season, that would be really interesting. I want to see what they would do with the Tholians. Probably change the CGI a little bit so that they're a little bit more realistic. I like the way they showed up in Enterprise in that one episode, Through a Mirror Darkly. So that was good. I would also like to see a little bit more about maybe the next generation, maybe what happened afterward. Because we don't know where Worf is. We don't know where Dr. Crusher is. We don't know what happened. Well, we sort of know what happened with Geordi, and he's supposed to show up in the next season, but I don't know. And it would be interesting to have shorter original stories, kind of like short treks, but make it an anthology movie. kind of like Creepshow and movies like that, because that has not been done with Star Trek. So those are some of my ideas, and thank you so much for watching. You know what to do as far as the notifications and subscribing and liking and commenting if you want to. So, thank you so much for watching. Take care. See ya. Bye-bye.